It finds shape so easily.
It doesn't take long in the right hands.
Good clay. Dug it myself. You and me, we're the only ones that dig around here.
Are you talking to the dog?
He's the only one that listens.
Hey, looks like a boot. Maybe this will be the one, Wet.
Maybe. Just might be. Work with the thumb, just like they did 1,000 years ago.
It's amazing that making a pod hasn't changed in all that time.
Clay, a wheel, a pair of hands. That's how it was meant to be.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm expecting a call.
Who sat down and invented that noise?
I'll take it in the house. Hello? Yeah, this is Penny. I'll get Michael. It's beautiful, but it's not the only way to make pots. Why does he think it is?
Well, Whit is a plain, no-nonsense kind of man. And for him, the simplest way is the best way. But now Whit is about to find out how complicated simple can be.
I see. Well, I'll call you tomorrow.
Michael.
The cancer, it's spread into the bones.
How long?
2, maybe 3 months.
Maybe he's not due for 4.
Then that's how long I'm gonna live.
When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time. I tell you, I'll walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
Leonard, how did you get out? You went over the fence, did you, Leonard? Well, I know there are rabbits in the next field, but you'll just have to invite them over here next time, okay? Thanks for bringing him back. Actually, I came to apply for the dog training job. Oh, I just put up the sign. Oh, great. So the job's still open, is it? Yeah.
Have you ever done any dog training?
Well, Leonard, lie down in your stomach, roll over, and bark.
Leonard doesn't do tricks.
Well, maybe he's just a bit shy.
Well, it's 9 to 5, 6 days a week. I'm afraid it's only minimum wage right now, but all the meals are free and the vegetables are fresh out of the garden.
Do you have cappuccino?
We got an espresso machine for Christmas a few years ago. If you can find it, you're welcome to all the cappuccinos you can drink.
Wonderful. Yes, I'm looking forward to working with you two. It's a lovely farm you have here. Very simple.
No, it's my father-in-law's. It's been in his family for generations. Hasn't changed much over the years. Neither is Wit.
Must be difficult for a man, I think. Things change all the time.
Yeah, it is. So So anyway, I wouldn't bother making any cappuccinos for Wet. You know, he gave up city life years ago to get back to the land.
Anybody else around here drink coffee? I brew a mean mocha latte.
My husband used to drink coffee all the time when he was on the fast track down in the city.
But things change.
Yeah, my husband is dying.
Ruin your eyes staring at that thing.
It's a computer, and it's how I do my business.
Yes, well, if you ask me, computers are bad business. Give me a face, a handshake. How can you tell an honest man through a computer?
You can't. But the good thing is they can't tell a dying one.
Now, that's not true.
I spoke to Dr. Ellery today, Dad. The cancer has metastasized. It's spread into the bones. It's over, Dad. We fought and we lost.
Now, listen to me, Michael. You said that you could lick this thing, and you can. Now, we got you out of the city into good air and good food. All it takes is a little time.
There isn't any more. I'm going to have to go to the hospital soon.
No, you belong here at home with your family, not in some hospital.
Look, I know how you feel about hospitals, Dad.
Then let's not talk about it.
Very interesting.
What? Oh, sorry. Didn't see you.
This shelf of vases.
Yes, they're reduced. Irregulars.
Well, they all look very regular to me.
Well, they're not perfect.
Nothing made by man is.
Well, I've got to come up with a perfect one.
You know, a lot of people think that it's the imperfections that make things beautiful. That's the human part.
Well, I'm not like a lot of people.
Oh, I can see that. You got a lot of nice things here. You mind if I drop in again later?
Anytime. Name's Wit. I'm always around.
Funny. So am I.
No. Got a little tilt to it, Grace. That won't do. Oh, well. Rained yesterday. Thought it might frost up overnight, ruin the tomatoes I planted, but we're all right. Slept good. Well, as good as I ever do. I talked to Michael today. He's finishing up a job, big job. One of those computer things. He wants to go to the hospital. Just like you did. But I think what killed you was that hospital. Without fresh air and sunshine, the soul just shrivels up. Oh, God, help me, Grace Marie. Our boy is... I'm not going to let him die. A little wider base. I think that maybe that's what it needs, hmm? Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah.
I'll bet you're Wit.
That's what I'm told.
Well, I'm Jolene. I'm so happy to finally meet you. Your farm is just beautiful. And you're well out front? I bet the water's delicious.
Sweet as rain.
Oh, you know, my grandpa dug a well right next to his cabin. I go up there every chance I can. You know, it's sort of my secret hideaway. Do you know where Steamboat Mountain is?
Oh, sure I do. That's God's country up there.
Isn't it? Oh, I go up there to think and drink that water. Could I have a glass of water, please? Thank you. Yeah, I love being pregnant. I just adore it. I just find that if I don't keep up the water thing, I get dehydrated. I get so tired. After a few of these, you sort of recognize the signs.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I got a sonogram today. It's a boy. They wanted to know.
I'm sorry. Know what?
Well, that you're having a grandson.
Who is?
Well, didn't they tell you? Oh, for heaven's sakes. Congratulations.
I'll tell you, I think Monica's turning lead into a pretty good house stuff.
Jolene.
Cat's out of the bag, kids. We're having a boy.
We? Who's pregnant here?
Oh, dear.
Wait, Jolene is pregnant. She's a surrogate mother. And she's carrying our child.
How?
It's called gamete intrafertilization.
It's called a miracle, Dad.
Oh, my God. A surrogate? A surrogate is having your baby?
Penny could conceive, but not carry to term. This was our only way.
We really want this baby, Wit.
Well, if you want a baby, you adopt one.
We would have if I hadn't gotten sick. They won't approve me now.
So you'll adopt it when you get better.
Dad, how many times do I have to say it? I'm not getting better. And if I'm going to die, I want to leave a part of myself behind. Maybe it's selfishness or ego or some sort of old-fashioned instinct.
Old-fashioned? There is nothing old-fashioned about this. This is a mockery of everything I believe in, everything I taught you to believe in.
This is why we didn't tell you before.
Oh, so it's my fault. You're all out of your minds.
Wit. Mr. Russell, I'm sure it's incredible for you to imagine that I'm carrying somebody else's baby. It was incredible for me, too, the first time.
First time.
My husband and my daughter were killed in a car accident about 10 years ago. We didn't have a whole lot of years together, Mr. Russell. But the years that, well, there's nothing like a happy family, you know, and nothing can replace it. So I figured that if I couldn't have my own family anymore, I could help somebody else know what it's like. The first couple that I carried a baby for was my sister and her husband. They say that actually giving birth is the most beautiful experience on earth. But I have to tell you something, Mr. Russell. I know that my life has never meant more than it did in that moment when I put a child right in my sister's arms. And I saw a family appear before my eyes. It was a miracle. It was. And it was a privilege for me. And I can't tell you how grateful to God I am that I can do it again. I can. I can do it for Michael, and I can do it for Penny, and I can do it for you.
Don't do me any favors, young lady. And you leave God out of this. You break it, you bought it.
I can read.
You can also spot a good piece of pottery.
What will you take for it?
Price is firm, as marked.
Not much firm in this life.
Something told me you were a bargaining type.
No, where I come from, we don't make deals, but personally, I've never been opposed to a fair trade. You take this, and have a nice day.
Dad, we've got to talk.
I'm with a customer.
Look, I spoke to the doctor. He said my best chance for holding on.
Your place is at home, not in some hospital.
He says I need a stress-free environment.
He's a doctor. What do doctors know? Look at what they put your mother through at that hospital. Look at the godforsaken thing they've done with that child.
It's our child, Dad. We're naming him after you.
Please, don't name something like that after me.
That something is going to be a normal little baby boy. It's your grandson. It's the only grandson you're going to get. Now, if you won't accept the birth of my son, Dad, I can't make you. But please, I'm asking you, accept the death of your son. Because I'm going to need you.
Remember Michael's colic? I walked him up and down every foot of that house, night after night. And I kept saying, there must be something we can do. And you said, just time. Time is the only cure. Everything passes, you said. This too shall pass. Our boy isn't gonna make it, Grace. I can't bear the thought of him being in a hospital. He should be at home. It'd be more fitting. It's the way it's supposed to be.
Hello, my name is Tess. I'm going to be your nurse.
My nurse? No, I'm going to the hospital.
You need peace and quiet, and that's my specialty. My name is Tess, and I'm going to reduce your stress courtesy of your pop. Fellas, bring that bed in here. Do it quietly. Now, where is your dad?
Out back in the pottery shed.
Good, because I got a nice piece of pottery coming to me.
I thought you hated computers.
Go on, click that thing. Will you look at that?
There's your stress point right there.
So if I make it a little thicker here?
Then it shouldn't crack.
Son of a gun.
Now, click right on there and see what happens. No, no, not there. No, stop.
122 days. To what?
Till the baby comes. Or I go. Whichever comes first.
That Jolene is real nice, don't you think? What do you want on your hamburger? Don't be shy.
Toasted bun, lettuce, tomato, pickle, onion, ketchup.
Hamburger with the works, just the way God intended. So, you're gonna be a grandfather, huh?
But not the way God intended.
Let's go. Sit. 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 Leonard, could you help me out here? Ah, good girl. Thank you very much, Leonard.
Hey there, Mom-to-be.
Oh, hey, Jolene, come on in.
Hi, Monica.
Hello.
I've got a little present for Penny.
Ah.
Okay, put your hand right here. A little higher. Monica, feel this. Right there.
Ah, I feel him kicking. Oh, you have a right wee feisty one here.
Oh, yeah, I'll calm him down.
Yeah, famous last words. Oh.
I can't wait to hold him and sing to him. Michael's dad always sang him some 40s song at bedtime. Kiss me once and kiss me once. Oh, I don't know.
Kiss me once and kiss me twice and kiss me once again.
Thank you, Leonard. Yes, I get the point.
Kiss me once and kiss me twice, then kiss me once again. It's been a long, long time. Haven't felt like this, my dear, since can't remember when. It's been a long, long time. You'll never know how many dreams I've dreamed about you, or just how empty they all seemed without you. So kiss me once, and kiss me twice, then kiss me once again. It's been a long, long time.
It was his mother. Michael's mother sang that to him.
Then I'm going to learn it. I'll sing it to her grandson.
Yeah, well, please don't.
You know, Whit, someday it's just going to be you and me raising this child. I want you to be a part of his life.
Oh, no. I'm not going to be a part of any of this.
What?
I'm ashamed. And you should be too. Bringing a child into this world should be the most sacred act we have. And you have taken something precious and shoved it into a test tube. I don't know what this is. This thing you're cooking up. But it's against the laws of man. And it is monstrous. That's what it is. A monster.
Go on. Go! I'd rather live in an alley than raise my baby with you.
That's fine with me.
I'm sorry.
Magenta?
This is going to be one beautiful pot.
There's still no answer at Jolene's.
Where could she be for the last 3 weeks?
Didn't she say her grandpa had a cabin someplace?
Yeah, but I don't know where.
I just hope she gets my apology note. Wherever she is. I apologize for both of us.
Mail's in. Bills, more bills. Couple of get well cards.
You can file those.
Here's one. Return to sender.
Oh, no.
Penny?
It's the apology I wrote to Jolene. It's been returned. Moved. Address unknown.
Well, what does that mean?
I think it means we lost our baby. She's not going to let us have him now.
you say something?
No.
Penny, dinner is really quite good. Wait, it's been a while since you told us one of your funny stories about the old days.
That's right, Whit. We've probably got some good old days in common. Let me hear from you. From anybody.
Pass the beans.
Excuse me. Why should I talk to him? He's a stubborn old man. As far as he's concerned, there's only one way, and that's his way. And if we did things his way, we wouldn't be having a baby at all.
Well, you may not be having one anyway, so what do you have to lose?
I'm going to be a mother next week, and a widow. And I can't do anything about either one. So, you're right. I've got nothing left to lose.
You may have something in common with Whit after all.
Not for long.
This is a very unusual time. Everyone's grieving for some things that haven't happened yet.
But it is going to happen. Michael will die, and somewhere out there, Jolene will give birth, and unless we can think of something, Michael will never get to see his son.
Never say never, baby. And getting those two together is not why we're here. Michael has no choice but to die. And that baby has no choice to do anything but be born. But Jolene and Whit have choices that will make all the difference. And they still need our help.
Maybe. If we just had more time.
I'm afraid we have less time than we thought. I have some urgent business to take care of, so I'll have to go away for a few days.
You're not coming back, are you? You see, you drive everyone away.
Penny, please. Dad?
I don't have anything to say to her. Or you. But I'm sorry you're leaving.
Now look, all of you, I will be back. But in the meantime, Andrew is going to hold down the fort.
I'm looking forward to getting to know you.
Better hurry.
Oh, I bet that we have more time together than you think. Whew. Look at this. This is a great computer. How much memory you got?
8 Rome.
RAM.
Ram.
So, where are you going?
I don't know.
Well, you said you had urgent business. I thought you were going to go and find Jolene.
That's right, but I can't do it till somebody tells me where to go. Or gives me some directions, or hands me a road map, or drops me some breadcrumbs.
Tess, I don't understand. Why don't we know where Jolene is?
Because we're not supposed to, and because somebody else does. We're not here to make it easier. We're here to make it better. Now, why don't you follow him and get me some breadcrumbs?
Are you ready to fire this pot?
Well, I thought I was, but I can't get this darn thing to hold its heat.
That's too bad. It's a beautiful pot. It deserves to be.
Be what?
Just be.
Yes, well, it's gonna be junk unless I get this thing fixed.
Isn't there something else you can use?
This is the only kiln I've ever used.
I'd hate to see that stand in the way of a beautiful pot. I think it should be ready by now.
Oh, no, Monica. My kiln takes hours to heat up.
Ah, well, mine doesn't.
Well, who knows? Anything in a pinch, hmm?
Sometimes that's just what it takes.
right, here goes. Well, I'll be... It's done.
It's good, huh? Wait, I have a question. You fashioned this pot with your own hands, right?
Right.
So you're the maker of this pot?
Yeah, what's your point?
Well, you made this like you made all the others, except that you finished it in this furnace instead of the one inside. So, is it still your pot?
Of course it is.
Born in a different place, but made by the same potter. Hmm? Wait, do you know where Jolene is? I'm not asking you to change your mind, just to bend your heart a little.
She's in a cabin on Steamboat Mountain.
Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird don't sing, Mama's gonna buy you a diamond ring.
And if that diamond ring turns to brass, Mama's gonna buy you a looking glass.
Tess, what are you doing here?
I came in the back door. Actually, I'm wondering what you're doing here.
I'm singing to my baby.
Well, it's a beautiful song, and it's gonna be a beautiful baby. But is it gonna be your baby?
Somebody has to love him.
That should be the mother and the father, don't you think?
Michael's dying.
You knew that when you agreed to carry this child.
I didn't know there'd be so much anger.
Frightened people often hide behind anger. They needed your understanding. But instead, you came up here to hide.
I'm not hiding. This is where I come to think. This is my grandfather's cabin. He built it with his own 2 hands.
Sounds a lot like Whit.
No. My grandfather loved children. And so do I. I want this baby to be happy. I want this baby to be loved. Oh, don't you understand, Tess? I just want what's best for this child.
And who decides what's best? You or God? Let me give you a hint. God thought it best to send an angel to you right about now to get you thinking about the whole thing. Because that's not their baby, and that's not your baby. It's God's baby. And it's time we asked him what he wants for the child.
Michael, Penny, will you look at this? I still don't understand how you got it to fire up so fast.
Hello.
Why are you always so cheerful?
I guess it's the line of work I'm in.
Who is this fella?
He's an angel,
A what?
and so am I.
You're angels?
Tess is one too. We've been with you all this time. It doesn't usually take this many on a case, but since these were very...
Extraordinary circumstances.
Oh, man. Did I just die?
No, not yet. We still have some business to do first.
Hold on. What kind of angels are you?
the old-fashioned kind.
You're not going to tell me that angels have come to bless this way of carrying a child?
No. We've come to bless the child. Angels don't tell you what you should have done. We're here to tell you that God loves you and that He wants you to deal with what you can right now. Because now is all you can change.
Michael, Penny, before you entered into this agreement with Jolene, did you pray about it?
We thought about it.
very hard, but...
No, we didn't pray.
Isn't it odd how people pray every day over the tiniest things? The weather, a green light, a baseball game. Things you can't even change. But how come no one remembers to pray when faced with a decision? When you have to make a difficult choice, don't you think God would like to help you make it? If you had prayed a few months ago about how and when to have this baby, I know that God would have given you an answer. I truly don't know what he would have told you then, but I do know what he wants to tell you now.
And I know what that is. Doesn't matter right now what I think or you think, whatever we think. There's only one thing we know. There's a baby waiting to be born here. I was wrong. I do want that baby here. I do want to be a grandfather. If I have to sell my farm, my business, everything I own, I'll do anything in my power to make sure that my grandson grows up in the love of his own family.
That's very nice, Whit, but don't tell me. Tell her.
That's all I needed to hear.
So, Michael gets to hold his son after all, huh?
I don't know. It's gonna be close.
Michael, you should be in bed, resting.
I had to get out. Wanted to see the Milky Way. Maybe spot a shooting star.
There's Orion.
Hey, you have good eyes. The only constellation I can ever make out is the Big Dipper.
Michael, in your life, have you been happy?
Oh, Dad, I don't think about the unhappy things. Right now, all I think about is listening to a baseball game on a summer night. The homecoming dance when Patty Ross kissed me. Shooting stars. Right now, the air was never so fresh. The night never so starry. Yeah, Dad. I've been happy.
I'm glad. You're such a good boy. Do you remember when I taught you how to find the North Star?
Dad,
Yes.
when he's born, my boy, promise me you two will listen to baseball games in the summer. And when Patty Ross's daughter shows up at the door, go ahead and loan him the car.
You have my word.
So where's the North Star?
Well, now, North, don't you know? You start with the Big Dipper.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
I remember Patty Ross. She was a wild one. Tess! 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 That's right, son. Hang in there. God's not going to let you down.
Jolene's water just broke. She's on her way to the hospital. I don't know what to do.
Go. It's okay. I'll be right here when you guys get back.
And I'll be back with our baby. I love you. Hang in there.
He will. I think I know which angel you are. What's it like? You know, there.
It is more beautiful than you could ever imagine.
Maybe that's why it's been so hard to believe in. I'm right here, son. Breathe easy. Nice and easy.
Nice cleansing breath.
Keep breathing, Michael. Just think, this time tomorrow, you'll be holding your son.
You're doing great.
You're doing great. Hold on.
Now push. Push.
Hold on, Michael. Hold on.
I can't. I can't do it.
You can do it. Michael, you can do it.
Here he comes. You can do it.
You'll be holding your son, Michael. God is with you, Michael. Yes. Yes. Oh, wonderful. Michael, you're a...
You were right, Whit. God is with him. And he is with God.
They're here.
The morning he was born, he was laying next to me, and I was just staring at him. But he was looking everywhere else but at me. I think he was looking for someone. I think he was looking for his mom. There she is, sweet one. You found your mother.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, look at you. Hello, little man.
Not so little.
That's right, big fella. He is a Russell, after all.
Yes, he is, Whit.
Thank you for giving me such a beautiful grandson.
I just Wish Michael had seen it. Just once.
Maybe you want to look at this.
What's that?
It's a birthmark.
It almost looks like a kiss.
It is. It's a kiss from Michael. If Michael had lived one more day, he would have held his baby in his arms for just one day on this earth. But instead, he died just as the wee one was being born. You see, in heaven, eternity can be found in but a single moment. And in that moment, Michael and his son have already spent an eternity together.
Haven't felt
Like
this, my dear, since can't remember when.
It's been a long, long time. You'll never know how many dreams I've dreamed about you, or just how empty they all seem without you. So kiss me once and kiss me twice and kiss me once again. It's been a long, long time.
So, Michael, you're saying you'll break up with Catherine unless she pierces her body?
Yeah, well, I mean, like, who isn't pierced these days, right? Maybe Barbara Bush.
Who isn't pierced? The answer to that question and more when we come back. I'm Morgan Bell. Everybody tells me the truth.
All right, now we're in commercial.
Tess, why would anyone put a ring through their nose?
Believe it or not, they're just trying to fit in.
Teenagers do the craziest things. But at least they grow out of them.
Well, sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. Look at Morgan.
Morgan? She looks so together.
What's keeping her together is what's going to tear her apart.
Okay, we're back. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome back to the Morgan Bell Show. Today, get pierced or get lost. Michael.
What attracted you?
What attracted you to Catherine?
Well, at first it was like different stuff, you know, just like her attitude and I don't know, stuff like that. She was just really out there, you know? I thought she was like fearless, man.
So, you were attracted by her attitude?
Well, yeah, and also by, kinda,
We don't want to know.
We don't want to know.
Do you still think she's fearless?
So, Michael, do you still think Catherine is fearless?
Well, she could prove that by getting pierced.
Wait. Row 6.
Let's move out into the audience and get some comments.
Nose ring woman, go to her.
The young lady in the back with the nose ring?
Good. Why is she so interested?
You seem to have a lot of interest in this.
This kid's got a thing for Michael. Naylor, do you know our guest?
Do you know our guest?
Is that why you're here?
Is that why you're here today?
Hey, back off.
Girlfriend, bingo.
She's your new girl, isn't she?
Oh, man. Yeah, kinda.
Kinda? You lousy!
Ginger,
Michael, what?
just relax, Catherine. Ginger, just sit back down, all right? Just chill.
Oh, I love you, Ginger. You're the best, Ginger.
Okay, now, go to commercial.
I'm Morgan Bell. More truth after this.
Good girl. I'm proud of you. Now that's television.
When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time. I tell you, I'll walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
I want to thank all my guests, but especially Catherine here. She learned an important lesson, that sometimes love is only skin deep. See you next time.
And we are out. Where are you going?
Show is over.
Not for you, it isn't. Now remember, the camera only shows you what it wants you to see. And if you need me, I'll be at the mixing board. I just love punching them buttons.
Tess, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Hi. You must be Monica?
Yes. It's really nice to meet you.
Oh, same here. The agency says you have lots of experience doing this sort of thing.
Experience is my middle name. If I had one, I mean, that would be it. Experience.
You understand she has very special needs?
When it comes right down to it, who doesn't?
I like that attitude. You're hired. Here's the address. Tomorrow, 10 sharp.
Great.
Oh, good luck.
Thank you.
Hey. So how'd you like the show?
Okay. The best bit was seeing the Angel of Death running around with a T-shirt and headphones. What's the matter?
I was just trying to imagine what you would look like with a safety pin through your lower lip.
Andrew, what are you doing here?
I know that I've got some unfinished business. I don't know what it is yet. But there's something about Morgan. I don't know. She looks awfully familiar.
I have a job with her sister.
Claudia? Really? Doing what?
I don't know.
That ought to be something to write home about.
What do you mean?
She's the invisible producer. She's like the Wizard of Oz or something. She runs the whole show. She calls all the shots from her apartment, and no one's ever seen her.
Never.
Nope.
Claudia, I'm stuck on this next segment. Do we treat this guy like he's really an alien or like he's a nut?
There's a girl at my door. I saw you talking to her yesterday.
That's Monica, your new assistant. I thought...
Stop thinking. That's my job.
Claudia, you can't do it all by yourself. Claudia?
Morgan, we're back in 15.
Claudia, you heard him. We're back in 15.
10.
Is this working? Okay, I'm sorry, Claudia. Please, don't hang me out here to dry.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Claudia, what am I gonna do? Oh my God!
Snap out of it, Morgan. Morgan, come on. Let's do it. Wake up. Let me see that smile.
Welcome back. All of our guests today believe they have been sent to Earth from other planets.
Ask Xorox, what's your earliest memory?
Xorox, tell us your earliest memory. Now, some of you may not believe these pizzas were delivered by an alien. I say, hey, as long as they come in peace.
And no anchovies.
And no anchovies. See you tomorrow.
What do you think you're doing?
Hello, Monica. Your sister sent me.
I don't need an assistant. You hear me?
An assistant? Oh, are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. And the automatic door is broken anyway, so stop hanging around.
Broken, huh?
Yep. Must be a short or something. Sorry.
Well, maybe I can help. I'm very good with mechanical things.
No, that's okay. The workmen are coming tomorrow.
There we go. Hello, Claudia.
Hello? How did you get that door open?
Open your mind and you open a door, I always say.
Well, there's been a mistake. I don't need any help. Yeah. No mistake. The American Dream, that's Friday's topic. Happy families. Sit down. Don't bother me. You got a problem with happy families? Now make sure there's a guest seated on the aisle, row 2. Her name is Melissa Lucas, row 2, aisle.
So, how about if I started cleaning up around here?
No. Whatever my sister said, I don't need anybody. My sister's always trying to take care of me.
It's funny, I heard you were always taking care of her.
Maybe that's the secret of our success.
Look, I understand if you're not comfortable with around somebody who's...
Around someone who weighs a few hundred pounds less than I do.
No, I didn't mean that. It's just that I understand how you're...
Don't patronize me. Nobody understands. Trust me. Get out. I mean it, get out. And if you think I'm sitting around here feeling sorry for myself, forget it. I'm happy, hear me? Very, very happy. I've got my life just the way I want it.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Good night, Andrew.
Hey, hold on a second. I'm just gonna finish up here and I'll walk you to your car.
Oh, no, that's okay. I'm parked right by the door.
I've had no success getting close to Claudia. She won't even let me clean her house.
Morgan won't even let me walk her to her car.
Each one seems to be close only to the other, as if they were two halves of the same person. Morgan the face, Claudia the brains.
And each one needs the other one if they want to make the show a success.
That's too simple an explanation. God wants every person to be a whole person, a completely unique individual, not half of somebody else. And whatever made them start this secret club of theirs isn't healthy for either one of them. And it's going to start to hurt other people unless we can get these two women apart and yet somehow keep them together.
The Times will love tomorrow's show. Your story will write itself, believe me. Don't miss it now, okay? Bye.
Brought dinner.
Please, don't wear your hair that way.
What's the story on this American Dream show?
You're always complaining about the sensational stuff. This is uplifting.
This doesn't sound like you. Thank you.
Why do you keep sending me twits like this, Monica?
She's not a twit.
I don't need help.
You ran her off, didn't you? What am I gonna do with you?
I guess we're stuck with each other.
What a thought.
Could be worse.
Mr. and Mrs. White, tell the audience how long you've been married.
We've been married for a quarter of a century, and we've never spent a night apart.
She still turns him on?
She still turns you on after all these years, Jess?
You were fired yesterday. Go away.
I just came by to leave something.
Put it by the door on your way out.
Yes, ma'am. She sure does.
Isn't this wonderful? Wouldn't you like to see more shows like this?
Morgan, keep on track. Ask them if every night has been a good night.
So I suppose the next question is, has every night been a great night?
Well, there was that one long night.
Well. I think we've got something here.
Oh, no, not prom night again.
Lizzie had a curfew of 1:30.
Have fun, kids. Be home by midnight.
Mom said 2:30. It was special because it was prom night.
Okay, Morgan, snap out of it.
It was prom.
You're okay, Morgan. Forget about it. Just move on.
Anyway, that was probably the worst night we ever had.
You're fine, Morgan. Now go to the girl sitting in the second row on the aisle. Just do what I say and you'll be fine. Do you believe this family is really happy?
Do you believe this family is really happy?
No.
Why not?
Whenever somebody says they're that happy, they've got to be hiding something.
What's your name and why do you think that?
What's your name and why do you think that?
My name is Melissa Lucas, but my real last name is Jersey.
Your real name?
Jersey is Mrs. White's maiden name. I'm her daughter. The first one.
Claudia, don't do this.
Don't give up now, Morgan. Tell us your story. Come on, Morgan. Just say it, Morgan. Just say it. What's your story? Come on, ask the question.
Tell us your story.
She had me when she was 18. I grew up in a bunch of foster homes, and she got herself an all-American family.
Claudia, stop this. It's wrong.
What do you think, Mrs. White? Is this your daughter?
What do you think, Mrs. White? Is this your daughter?
Joe?
Mrs. White?
Joanna?
Are you okay?
She's having a heart attack.
Joanna! Somebody help, please!
Okay, cut the beat.
No, don't go to commercial. Go over to her. Go on.
Hello, yes, there's an emergency at the Morgan Bell show. Thank you.
Oh, no, I don't know what to do. What should I do, Claudia? Tell me. Help me, Claudia. I don't know what to do.
The highly rated tabloid show has made its reputation breaking taboos, taking no prisoners, and leaving broken hearts in its wake. However, this time, their muckraking style may have broken Mrs. White's heart for real. Mrs. White remains in critical condition.
We asked her how many children she had, and she lied. And we are in the business of truth. But she took that risk when she abandoned her kid. She was racked with guilt, and it catches up with you sooner or later. It just happened to be on our show. Yeah, fine, do that. And take a look at the ratings while you're at it.
You don't think guilt's gonna catch up with you sooner or later?
Look at this. Belle is no stranger to tragedy. As a teenager, she was the sole survivor of a fatal car crash.
Old news.
Well, not to me. I carry it around with me every day, and if you think you don't, look in the mirror.
Morgan, don't you walk out on me!
You make me sick.
Morgan! Oh! Claudia, make it quick.
This is WMLW News, and we'd like to request an interview with your sister.
This is Claudia, make it quick.
Claude, it's me again. Come on, answer the phone. I'm sorry, you know I didn't mean it. Well, I did, kind of. Look, we have to talk. Would you pick up? Okay. I'll call you tomorrow. And we're gonna talk before the show, okay?
Oh. What are you doing here?
I was worried about you. You didn't answer your phone.
Don't you get it? I have a right to my privacy.
If you don't mind my saying so, you've been private for 30 years.
I do mind, and I'd like to know what you're doing here.
I thought a few happy memories might cheer you up.
What's to cheer up? You think I'm losing sleep over some pathetic gal who couldn't handle the truth?
Yes, I do.
Honey, the turnip truck just left without you.
Aren't you even a little...
Come on now, give her a kiss. There you go, that's great. All right, kiss her back, kiss your mom back. Come on,
No,
just get...
Dad, please, we gotta go.
All right, fine. Jonathan, yeah, the corsage, that'll be great.
Oh,
We're running out of film. Hurry now.
Oh, they look so cute. I'm gonna die.
Not after I paid $46 for
Oh,
that
honey.
dress you won't.
Honey, come
All right now, kids, come on. Smile
Oh,
at the
you
camera.
look so
Jonathan,
cute.
head up. That's it. That's great.
There you go.
All right, you kids have fun now.
have
Just
fun.
remember to be home by midnight.
Daddy, get real.
Drive careful.
Be safe.
Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off.
You didn't go to the prom. Must have been very hard for you to be left behind.
I don't want to talk about it.
That's a funny attitude for a talk show producer.
That's right. I'm the producer. I don't have to talk.
But why shouldn't you? You're so creative, you're so clever, you could be the host. You would be so...
Pretty if I lost weight. Been there, heard that. Get out.
I was going to say you'd be so popular.
There's something so familiar about all this, but I can't put my finger on it. But I know I've seen Morgan before.
Okay, what do we have here?
We have two women who should be living two lives instead of one. I just can't believe that Mrs. White's life had to be ruined in the process.
You just leave Mrs. White to me, because you're not nearly done. Now let's think about this. Morgan is controlled by her sister. Claudia is controlled by...
Anger? Well, she's angry at herself for gaining weight and missing out on life.
No, baby, she's not angry because she gained weight. She gained weight because she's angry at something or somebody or some time that she can't forget.
Well, okay, we ought to be able to narrow that down then. How long has she been like this?
Well, I know that Claudia wasn't at all large when she was younger.
How do you know that?
I saw her home movies. You know, Andrew, maybe you should look at them. They might help you remember something.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's nothing I enjoy more than sitting around watching somebody else's home movies.
Claudia didn't like it either, especially prom night.
Prom.
That means something to you?
Yeah, maybe. Was Morgan wearing a pink dress with those little...
Spaghetti straps.
How did you know that?
And the boyfriend was in a really ugly blue tux, Jonathan something.
Andrew, what?
Oh, wow, I can't believe it. I remember everything now. Claudia's problem didn't start with anger. It started with guilt. Serious, serious guilt.
This is Claudia. Make it quick.
Okay, I'm really getting worried now. I know you can hear me, right? Please, Claudia, just let me know you're all right. You know, I should have checked on you. Listen, everything is falling apart around here. The new stage manager, the Andrew guy, is missing in action. For some reason, all the guests have canceled, and we're scrambling through the audience for replacements. I swear, Claudia, if you're not there for me when we go on the air, I don't know how I'm...
Claudia?
What is it with you? If you need a job, I'll make some calls. But you gotta stop hanging around. And you better get your tail over to the set or you're gonna be looking for a new job.
Actually, we both already have jobs. We're angels.
Look, We've done angels to death. My mother-in-law's an angel. Angels in the public school system. Angels, angels, angels.
Claudia, do you remember me? I remember you. 1966. Prom night.
Can he see me?
God? Yes.
Oh, no. I can't let him see me like this.
Claudia, God sees you exactly as you are. And he sees you more perfectly and truly than people can, than even angels can. And he loves you much more than you could ever imagine.
No, he doesn't. He knows. He knows.
Yes, he knows. And so do we. Do you remember that night, Claudia? You screamed for him, God, help me, and he did. But you forgot to let him keep on helping you. You forgot him, Claudia. But he didn't forget you. And there's something else that he wants you to see.
It's that one.
Hello, Claudia.
The sound engineer, too?
Now, stay with me here, Claudia. I've just had a very interesting conversation with Mrs. White. I explained to her that her heart attack isn't exactly the way God wanted her to deal with her past. But since you beat us all to the punch, I thought you should be in on how this has all worked out. She looks wonderful, doesn't she? All right, baby, go ahead, you're on.
Hello?
Just look anywhere, it's fine.
Claudia? I feel fine now. I think... I know it was a miracle. I'm not the all-American mother, Claudia. I always felt so guilty. Then that guilt turned into anger. I started taking it out on everybody. Even my own kids. In some funny way, being on your show might just be the best thing that ever happened to me. And I feel free. Tess says God loves me. He wants you to know that, too.
Any questions?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She knows that, baby. And God knows it, too. Back to you, kids.
Remember that angel show?
My mother-in-law is an angel.
I thought that guy was a nut. I didn't make good television. I still think he's a nut. But that day on the show, I wanted to believe so hard, I didn't even dare to. But I knew if somehow I could just meet an angel, a real one, everything would be okay.
We don't make anything okay, Claudia. We just introduce you to the one who can.
Well, I'm ready.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Okay, 1 minute. Okay, folks. Now, when I wave my hands, I want to hear some serious clapping here. All right?
I can't do it. She's cut me out, and I can't do it without her.
Sure you can. Well, you've always been able to do it.
That's because we've always been there for each other. We're like...
One person? One frightened 16-year-old person? Claudia hasn't cut you out, Morgan. She's given you a chance. Take it. And you can start by losing this. There's another voice you need to be listening to.
But
You didn't die that night, Morgan. But you might as well have, because ever since then, you've just turned your life over to somebody else. Take it back.
It's you.
Yes, ma'am.
In 5, 4, 3.
But what do I do?
Wing it.
Hello. We're gonna have a great show today. And we have a fascinating guest who's going to talk about... Well, it's a secret. As a matter of fact, it's a secret to me, too. I hope it's Mel Gibson. So, let's have our mystery guest enter and sign in, please. Claudia. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my sister, and the producer of the show, Claudia Bell.
It's okay. I know what you must be thinking, but I'm positive you don't know what I'm thinking. And I guess it's time to tell you. First of all, I love my sister. And I know she loves me. And for the first time in my life, I know that God loves us both. That's the only reason that I have the strength to come here and tell you what I have to say now. Maybe you all heard what happened Friday to Mrs. Joanna White. She's okay. But that doesn't take away from what I did. I've been doing dirty tricks like that all my life. Or at least since I was 16. It's okay. I wasn't always like this. When I was 16, I carried the weight of a normal teenager. And then something happened. And well, I guess I've been carrying 3 people around with me ever since. But I better back up. It was 1966, and my sister had been invited to the prom.
Come on, just
No, Dad, please, we gotta go.
All right, fine. Jonathan, yeah, the corsage, that'll be great.
Oh,
we're running out of film. Hurry now.
Oh, they look so cute.
I'm gonna die.
Not after I paid $46 for that
honey.
dress you won't.
Honey, come on.
All right, now, kids, come on. Smile
Oh,
at the
you
camera.
look so
Jonathan,
cute.
head up. That's it. That's great.
There you go.
All right, you kids have fun now.
have
Just
fun.
remember to be home by midnight.
Daddy, get real.
Drive careful. Be safe.
Morgan.
What?
I got you guys something.
All right.
For the prom.
Way to go, Clodhopper.
How'd you do this? Fake ID. I've got the key to the new copy machine in the library. Listen, I was wondering. I did all the decorations, you know.
Really?
Yeah, and I thought it'd be so cool if I could just go and see what they look like. You know, with people and all. You think you could just give me a ride there? I could walk back.
Oh, Claudia.
Look, thanks for the booze. You're great, but the cars, I mean, there's no room. I'm sorry, really. Let's go.
See ya, Claude.
Thanks.
Thanks for the booze. Out of here.
Three people died that night, and it could have been 4. All because I tried to be somebody I wasn't. I gave a bunch of teenagers alcohol just to get some attention. And after that, I decided I didn't want any attention ever again. And as you can see, I made sure of it. But I never got over the guilt. And the harder I tried to hide the truth, the bigger and sadder I got. And I know now that I made so many people hurt just because I didn't have the courage to face my mistakes. So I'm here to say I'm sorry. Please forgive me, Mrs. White, and anyone else who has suffered at the hands of the Morgan Bell Show.
Tell him the rest.
No.
I can't let you do this alone.
Morgan.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is more to this story. See, sometimes people call me and my sister two halves of the same coin. One thinks, one talks. But there's a reason we're inseparable. We've shared each other's lives, careers, and guilt.
Oh, God. driving. Do you understand me? You were not driving. Say it. Marcus, say it. You were not driving. I was not you.
But I was driving. And my sister has been protecting me ever since. Now, I know that when you look at Claudia, you see someone you can't understand. But I understand her. She's just like me, only she wore her guilt on the outside instead of the inside. But we're both guilty. And we let that guilt poison not only our lives, but the lives of innocent strangers on this show. And for that, I too am deeply, deeply sorry. I think this is a good time to say goodbye and begin to make amends to you and each other. And to the families of our lost friends. And finally, to the God who knew the truth all along.
And loved us anyway. Just what exactly do you think you're doing, Miss Wings?
I'm leaving. I failed. I'm finished.
You're finished? Get in the car. You're finished when somebody says you're finished.
Tess, you were there. The only person who can help Chicory Creek.
Am I to understand you're giving up? Is this a giving up speech?
Well, yes.
Get in the car. The cavalry's on the way. And here they come. Get in the car. Hold on to your halo, baby.
Angels in a trailer?
Humans.
Humans are going back there to finish my assignment? Oh, this is so humiliating.
Now, you just get your wings straight on this one. There's been no failure here. You did your very best, but sometimes people just don't pay any attention. But that's no excuse to give up. The Lord will just handle it in a different way. Inspire these folk up ahead to save Chicory Creek and maybe help themselves in the bargain.
The people in the trailer?
They have no home, hardly any money, and uh-oh, no gas.
What's the difference between the United States and America?
What'd you say, Dinah?
What's the difference between the United States and America?
That's the United States of America.
I know I'm not a baby. So what's the difference?
America's what the United States used to be before they screwed it up.
Mom, Josh is being cynical again.
It's his opinion, Dinah.
The difference between the United States and America? There's no difference, honey. It's like the difference between blackjack and 21. 21 sounds nicer, but you're still losing money.
Think we can get there by morning?
Maybe, if we push.
But we're gonna have to push.
How much we got left?
Not enough for breakfast.
Well, Mama says old Doc Rogers still gets up 6 o'clock every morning and fixes pancakes.
When I meet that man, I'm gonna kiss him and wash his dishes.
What kind of a man gives a job to a total stranger and takes in his whole family, no questions asked?
A kind one. They still exist. Patty told me that Doc has been carrying a torch for her since 1947. I wonder what happened.
Mama probably hit him in the head with it. Come on, y'all, let's go. Everybody back in the truck.
Okay, we're on our way.
Well, look at that. End of the road, still plenty of gas left.
Hey, hallelujah.
Sort of.
This is your grandma's hometown, kids. According to my calculations, we put enough gas in the car to get to Chicory County. We've gone 5 more miles than that.
That's real fascinating, Brain.
Something's going on at the church.
Looks like a wedding.
That's where you were baptized, Russell, remember?
No, Mama, I believe I was 4 days old at the time.
There's Doc Rogers' house down there at the corner.
Gonna be close.
Come on.
Please.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on. Everybody, help. By golly, we almost made it. Next time down, you'll have that mileage figured out right down to the teaspoon. At least this is the last trip we'll have to take for a long time.
That's what he thinks. When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time. I tell you, I'll walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
Maybe he's out on a case. The old goat still makes house calls.
Hope he still makes pancakes. Hey, Dad, might want to put this on your fix-it list there.
Joshua, get off of there.
Thought we were gonna live here.
Josh.
Doc Rogers is kind enough to let us live with him. We should make the effort to avoid dismantling his home.
That means don't poop in your own cave. Come on, you old fool!
Mama, what about that wedding?
We can't just walk in on a wedding. I mean, everybody'd be so excited to see me after all these years. I'll take all the sparkle off of the bride. Oh, then again, there's no harm in walking down there and waiting till they come out. Catch Doc Rogers before he starts hitting the punch. Keep an eye out for Joe.
What's Uncle Joe like?
Everything your daddy used to be, only funnier.
Daddy says he's a ne'er-do-well.
Joe did some things well. Never quite the right ones, poor baby. He'll do well just to show up, I expect.
I don't see any basketball hoops.
Do you think your brother will really come?
I don't even know if our letters have caught up with him. Even if he comes, old Joe will just catch us up on the last few years and drag himself through a week's work before he takes off again. If he does come, it won't be for the work. It'll be for Mama.
Hey! What's in the box? So, what's in the box? Research. What? Surveys, observations, opinions, articles, organized by subject. Are you a kid? I turned 13 on Friday at 4:42 p.m. What you doing around here? We're gonna move in with Dr. Rogers. My father's going to build commercial property for him. That's stupid. Yeah, well, what does your daddy do? I can't tell. He works for the CIA, and it's a secret. Well, if it's a secret, then how do you know?
Funny music for a wedding.
You smell that?
I don't smell anything.
There's no factory here. My throat doesn't hurt, my eyes don't sting. That's one thing I didn't mind leaving behind. company probably did us a favor by closing down.
Well, remind me to write them a thank you note just as soon as I can afford a stamp.
Well, it won't be long, honey. We made it this far. It's all smooth sailing from here on.
Russ! 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 Russell!
Doc Rogers is dead?
So I guess this means no pancakes then, huh?
Shut up.
You're looking wonderful, by the way, Erasmus.
You haven't changed a bit, had it?
Thank you, Erasmus. This is my son, Russell, my first boy. And one that's working for Doc, or not working for Doc. Oh, my Lord, son, you've lost 2 jobs in 1 month.
Russell Green, sir. Nice to meet you.
You have a handshake like your brother?
You saw Joe. Was he here?
Joe came and went, I'm afraid. But Thursday after Doc died, he took off.
Didn't want to stick around to see the family fall apart, huh?
This is a setback, Josh, not a disaster.
Doc was really looking forward to you people coming. You know how he was. He showed me all his plans for that little clinic office building of his. And then, Tuesday morning, keeled over in the barber shop. I hate to see a man die with unfinished business.
So where are we gonna live?
Who knows?
Well, I'm sorry to say it, but looks like you all made the trip for nothing. You're welcome to pull your trail into my yard tonight. Rest while you get ready to go back.
There's no going back, Mr. Jones. I lost my job when the factory closed down. We spent all of our money getting here. We'd be grateful to park our trailer in your yard if we could just afford the gas to drive it there, but we haven't got it.
Well, I got some good news for you. You don't have to worry about the gas. My house is right there, right across the street.
Mother! My suitcase, it's gone. He stole it. I know he did. That weird little boy was under the window and...
Did he say that his daddy worked for the CIA?
Yeah, he's a thief and a liar.
Now, calm down, Don.
You can't be far. Nathaniel, get yourself out here and bring that suitcase. I got some people I want you to meet. You come out. Go back to the house. I'll make some pancakes.
Yeah! Come on, kid, let's go, Nathaniel. It's pancake time.
Nathaniel, come on out of there. Come on. Your brother Joe left something behind when he took off. Nathaniel, this is your Uncle Russell.
Well, welcome to the family, kid.
Lord, we thank you for this food. From thy hand, may we be fed. Give us this day our daily bread. And thank you, Lord, for Erasmus and his hospitality. Amen.
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 Nathaniel, would you like to pass the syrup? Thank you.
Mighty thoughtful of the Lord to keep you alive, Erasmus. He spared the one friend I have in this town that can cook as good as my mom did.
That's because my mama taught your mama.
So, Nathaniel, we just want you to understand from the start here that you're family. See, because your daddy's mother is my mother, too. And Dinah and Josh are your cousins.
I know what cousins are. Butter?
And your Aunt Claire and I are gonna take good care of you until we can catch up with your daddy. Did he happen to mention where he might be going?
It's secret army business. He thinks Uncle Joe's in the CIA. He is. He said you'd understand.
He did mention a secret meeting with General Fitzsimmons, as a matter of fact.
That's the one in Denver.
Yeah. Just Excuse me.
Well, honey bun, we got loads of postcards from your daddy over the years, but darn if any one of them mentioned you. I guess he was saving you for a surprise.
I was kind of a surprise to him, too.
Oh.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men.
And women.
And women. Deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That to secure these
The consent of the governed. Think about that for a minute. What constitutes consent?
Majority rules.
There you go.
Mom used to be a teacher. She'll probably teach you too now, until we find a school to go to. Not me. Especially you.
That company in Carolina is supposed to start mailing my severance checks here every week, care of general delivery. That and my military disability ought to keep us going. Careful. As soon as I can cash that first check, I'm gonna pay you back.
No rush. The check's gonna have to spread pretty far, especially now that you've got an extra mouth to feed.
Yeah, well, that secret Army business. I think Joe's headed to a veterans hospital in Denver.
Well, I spent some time there myself at Fitzsimmons after the Korean War. Excuse me for saying it, but your brother's head is messed up something awful.
Well, he gets real depressed, and he'll check into a vet's hospital somewhere. And then he gets real antsy, and he hits the road again. Hardly been in one place long enough to make dinner, let alone make a baby.
Well, he did. The boy lived with his mother for 6 years. Joe said he found the boy living in a cocktail bar, waiting for the girl to get out of jail. Joe gave the girl $50, got her to sign some papers. Then he and the boy been traveling on the road for the last 3 years till they got that letter from you and he showed up here.
Joe's not a bad guy. Shoot, before I met Claire, I probably broke more noses and bar windows than he ever did. Matter of fact, last month when everybody got laid off, I put a chair through the door of the employees' lounge. Don't tell Claire.
Hey, you green boys live a while years.
Oh. Ooh.
It's a wonder either of you is alive at all.
Well, Claire says it's angels looking out for me. I say it's Claire. But Joe, he never wanted anybody looking out for him. I was kind of hoping we could all get together here. 3 years, that's about his limit. I guess it's just time for him to go crazy again.
Well, he sure did. You know, maybe it's the thought of seeing your mother that pushed him over the edge.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Erasmus said we could sleep inside.
I think we better start getting used to this.
It's going to be Donna's birthday in a couple of days.
Erasmus loaned us $100. When that check comes in, I'm gonna have to pay him back out of that.
It's her 13th, Russ. We got to do something.
Well, how much is it gonna take?
Well, I saw a Salvation Army on the way in, and the grocery has a half-off sign for expired goods. Say 20?
Well, I'll go check the post office first thing in the morning. Maybe I can pick up some work.
I wonder if they need a teacher here.
They barely have a school here.
Okay. So, what should we do, huh?
Well, the only reason we're here is because Mama got us a job. Guess the only thing to do is to go someplace else and find another one.
Well, we can't go back home.
I know that.
I'm sorry.
This might be a good time for one of them prayers of yours.
You could try, you know.
I don't know. Doesn't seem quite right meeting somebody for the first time with my hand out to him.
That's usually what it takes.
Check on the kids.
Nobody ever writes songs about United States the beautiful. It's always America the beautiful. Land of the free and the brave. Though it's usually the free and the brave doing the singing. I appreciate your staying behind, helping me with these carrots.
Oh, it's okay. It's kind of Mom's way of keeping me here while they shop for my birthday. Shouldn't take too long. What did you mean yesterday when you said Doc Rogers died with unfinished business?
Dinah, do you believe in angels?
We must climb a great high mountain to reach God's gracious kingdom. In His word you'll find the strength if you will just believe them. You don't have to move that mountain. Just help me, Lord, to climb it. You don't have to move that stumbling block. Just show me the way around.
Evening. Claire makes up these real beautiful prayers. Mama kind of yells at you. And, I had hoped to at least be wearing breeches when you and me got serious, but, well, my wife's always saying that the Lord will meet you wherever you are. Just look where I am. I love my country. I love my family. I love hard work. I do. I'm not exaggerating. I do. And I followed all the rules. And I did my best. And it all just fell apart anyhow. And I just can't figure out what went wrong. Maybe it's some big problem with me, or maybe it is just as simple as old Doc Rogers just keeling over in the barber shop there. I don't know. But if you'll just tell me what to do now, I'll do it, sir. I will. And, wherever my brother is tonight, please, sir, take real good care of him. Appreciate talking with you.
You were right.
Yep, we found our man.
I got it all.
It's like carburetor.
Daddy, can we talk to you?
Sure.
Mama, too.
Yeah. Been trying to find that rattle for 2 years. Never had time before.
In the first place, this is not my idea. So I don't want you to feel obligated.
Daddy, Doc Rogers died with unfinished business.
Dinah, that's really none of our...
He saw an angel, Mama. A real honest-to-goodness angel from heaven.
Doc Rogers saw an angel. Like Gabriel.
No. She was a big, tall woman with dark eyes. Doc said she looked something like my Aunt Georgia. But she was the second one. The first angel was short and spoke funny, Scottish or something. And Doc said they came to help him save Chicory Creek. But I guess he dragged his feet or something because,
Skip to the part about New York.
well, the days of our town are numbered, I'm afraid. You can't keep a little place like this going without a doctor. But there was a little girl who grew up here, real smart. Chamber of Commerce got together, gave her a scholarship, sent her to college 17, 18 years ago. She went to New York, got to be a doctor, and never came back.
Wonder what she was thinking.
So Doc was going up north to talk to the lady in person. Get her to move into this clinic that he's gonna build.
Well, Erasmus, I'm real sorry about all this, but I don't see what it has to do with me.
Daddy, don't you see? Everybody else is too busy, but you can go because you don't have a job.
Well, Erasmus, I appreciate you thinking about me, but I don't think so. Come on, son, let's get back to the car.
Way to go, dummy.
Donna didn't know what she was saying,
I know that.
but she was telling the truth.
We are just sitting around waiting for a check to come in the mail. And we haven't talked about what happens after that. We can't because you're too busy blaming yourself for something that is over and done with. Nobody's blaming you, Russ.
Nobody's blaming you for bringing us here, for getting laid off, or counting on a job that died with Doc Rogers.
Why do I feel so bad?
Because you're wasting time and you know it. And until a moment ago, there was nothing you could do about it. But maybe there's a reason we are sitting around here in the in-between like this. If you could do something that makes a difference to somebody, why, that's never a waste of time.
That doesn't make any sense.
None of this does.
Well, I've never been to New York.
You never had a reason before. We'll be right here when you get back.
Round trip ticket to New York.
All right. Oh. Y'all take care of each other.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
She's Dr. Rebecca Cousins, 65th and Madison. And I thought she might like a jar of my peaches.
Well, she's gonna have to fight me for them.
Would you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
I don't expect Rebecca want much to do with us. But if you get a chance to actually meet her, tell her her daddy loves her.
Yes, sir. You mind if I sit about one? I got 2 sandwiches here. Can I offer you one of them?
Oh, no, but thank you. You go right ahead. Believing in angels, but seeing none, he borrows their wings instead and walks out to meet his saving grace at the end of the road.
Dr. Fleischman, he used to be in 309.
He's in 602 now.
Oh, they should put a sign.
Yes, Mrs. Crampton.
No.
You came all the way from Chicory Creek to bring me a jar of peaches.
Nope. Got me in the front door, though. That was from your daddy, by the way. He said tell you he loves you very much.
What can I do for you, Mr. Green?
Well, Doc Rogers died last week. Before you got a chance to discuss something with you. And, well, they need a doctor down there pretty bad. And they were thinking that maybe you might be willing to come home and practice.
You're joking.
No, ma'am. Chamber of Commerce paid for the bus ticket. They're serious.
Oh, so now they think it's payback time. Why would I ever want to go back there? I broke my butt to get out of that place.
You mind if I ask why?
To get ahead.
Of who? Everybody else?
Yeah, that's kind of the point. I am living the American dream, Mr. Green.
Oh, you're living some kind of dream, all right. Those folks had a dream, too, you know. Back when they got together and sent you to college. They wanted to make the world a little better, not a little prettier.
You have no right to walk in here and insult me and my profession.
No, ma'am, I don't. I'm sure there's lots of folks better off with one of your new noses. But you? Now, your daddy's profession was pumping gas and fixing cars. He spent 30 years washing people's windshields and changing their oil, making sure they had enough steering fluid and that their brakes weren't going to go out on them. And I'll bet you he has saved a lot more lives than you ever have. No, you're not living the American dream, lady. Your daddy did. Because he made a difference. Right now, all I see you making is money.
Okay, you have
I didn't take the trip. I just lost the ticket. I had it in my back pocket. I had it just before I walked into that elevator.
It's gone, pal. You don't put nothing in your back pocket in this city. I'm sorry. No ticket, no seat.
I've got $19 and I can pay you the rest of it just as soon as I get there.
That $19, that'll get you about as far as Henson on this bus. You can take it or leave it.
Where you heading?
I'm trying to get back to my family in Chicory Creek. But I just had enough to get to Henson.
You were going home and they wouldn't give you credit till you got there? That's a shame. Strangers used to help each other out.
Not anymore. Doesn't pay to try to help anybody anymore.
Bad day in America, huh?
I'm sick of hearing about America. No America anymore for people like us. It's just the United States of greedy people trying to get richer quicker than the next guy, and they'll step right over your dead body to get there. Just one great big get-out-of-my-way highway. And man, if you are too stupid not to cheat and steal, get ahead, then you deserve what you get. I tell you, if I had the money, I'd move my family to some little island or some place. I'd leave this country like that.
Like that, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
No looking back?
No.
Well, I suppose you could pack up and say so long to the United States, but still, you take America with you wherever you go. You want to leave America behind because you think it's left you behind. You want to see what America really is? Hello? Excuse me. Hello? This young man is trying to get home to his family, and he's only got enough money to take him part of the way. Now, he's a good man. He's not going to spend this money on anything but a ticket to Chicory Creek. Now, does anybody have a bag or a hat or in... May I use your nice hat, sir? Thank you so much. Now, he's going to have to get off at the next town unless we all decide to do something about it. And I know I don't want to tell his babies that we left their daddy behind in Henson because we spent the money on donuts in the bus stop instead. Will you help me?
Well, she's here.
Yeah. Will you show the kind of people your mama's raised, or have you forgotten? Thank you so much. Oh, how wonderful. I appreciate this so much. He does too. Thank you. Thank you very much.
No tengo dinero. No money.
Thank you very much. Praise the Lord. God bless you. Thank you very much. Now we have $46.25. How far will that take him, Mr. Driver?
All the way home.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Now, that's what America really looks like. It's all right.
For Chicory Creek, Union City, and points west at 6 a.m.
All the way to Chicory Creek. You getting off here?
Well, it all depends on what happens in the next 5 minutes.
I just wanted to say thanks. You were an answer to a prayer.
I know, and you ought to pray more often. You pray some real good ones when you get around to it. That one in the cemetery was particularly effective. And he liked the one when you were 16, too. Well, what did you think? That they just floated up and away like balloons? God is very aware of you, Russell.
How?
Don't worry about it, honey. It's all gonna make sense to you in a second. Now, about that first prayer of yours.
I don't remember a prayer.
Oh, sure you do. Back in the 60s, the van, Route 66, looking for America. Well, it's time. The time is now. Now, you're gonna run out of gas every once in a while, and the road's gonna be a little bumpy, but God says it's time.
The old van. My God.
He is your God, and he sent me to remind you of that. You know, Russell, you've got a really good heart. But every once in a while, you put your faith in all the wrong things. God loves you. He loves your family. He loves your brother Joe. And he loves all these people whose lives you're going to touch when you get out there on the road like you've always wanted. I'm an angel, and you got about 3 minutes.
I believe you. I must be out of my mind, but I believe you. But that prayer, that was a dream I had when I was a kid. I can't take my family on something like that. Now it's
irresponsible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Short-sighted.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Immature.
Yeah, and this can't possibly be the right time.
Well, now let's see. Your children are going to be grown and gone before you know it. Your mother's not going to live forever. Your wife and kids have not had any quality time with you in 10 years. You got a nephew that thinks the CIA stole his father. You got a brother wandering around all over creation needing his family. You don't have a job to keep you in one place, and you don't have a mortgage to pay. I'd say this is exactly the right time, Mr. Green.
All aboard.
Well, I have to...
Right on time.
Check him.
Hallelujah. Sorry, Erasmus.
You did your best. She's not an easy woman. But maybe the trip did you some good.
You had no idea.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, good girl.
No, presents come first. And this is the first one. Salvation Army Special. The blouse is a present for your mama and your daddy.
And your grandma customized it.
And Erasmus contributed the buttons.
Oh, thank you. I love it.
I'm so glad. And this is for me.
Thank you. Oh, it's beautiful. How did you pay for this?
I filled in for a box boy down at the grocery. Ow.
Oh, yuck.
Oh,
yes,
yuck.
indeed.
Right.
Happy birthday, honey. And then I said something about her coming back here sooner or later, and people with new noses going to her funeral. Poor lady, I gave it to her with both barrels. Called her a coward, too, I think.
I wish I could have been there.
So did I. You were right. Glad I went. Donna would have been in heaven. I must have passed 100 bookstores. Now, you know, I think some of them people were happy living there, but that doctor, I knew just as soon as I looked in her eyes she wasn't. Done her a world of good come back home. But she didn't.
Not yet. But I didn't marry you the first time you asked either.
No. That took some praying. You know, I stood right over there the other night and actually prayed for something.
I know.
Believing in angels but seeing none, he borrowed their wings instead and went out to meet his saving grace at the end of the road. And I think maybe I did meet something out there. What's the difference between the United States and America?
Well, you need to ask Dinah.
America is the best part of us. It's what's left after taxes and war and violence. And they're about made us forget who we are. It's the part that wants to keep trying to be a good neighbor. I met my neighbors on that bus last night, Claire, and I was ashamed. Because after everything that's happened, I'd forgotten how to be one myself. So I think maybe we shouldn't just sit around here waiting for them to come to us. Maybe we ought to go on out there and meet them at the end of the road, wherever that is. Yeah.
Dad has a weird look in his eye.
Bus lag.
You are so dumb and not funny.
Mother and I have been talking, and I think, well, what we want to do is buy ourselves some food, put some gas in the car, and move on.
Where?
Doesn't matter. Now, look, I can't explain all this to you right now, but something is telling me that we are not stuck here or anyplace else, and that home is wherever we are, and we can do some good wherever we go.
What do you mean, wherever? Children need roots.
We've got you, Hattie. You remind them where they've come from, and I'll work on where they're going.
Now, we'll get one of those permits for Claire to school the kids. People do that all the time. And we'll just go. We got a house right out there in that trailer.
Now, hold your horses. Darn it. Where are we going?
America. We're gonna go see America. Mama, do you remember when I was 16 years old and me and Andy Barnhouse wanted to fix up an old van and just drive across the country?
To find yourself.
And I never did it. I kept talking about it, and I wound up in the Mekong Delta. And after that, it just turned into one of those things I was always gonna do, and I never did. Mama, I got sent all over the world. And I've seen the worst it has to offer. Well, now I want to see the best. It is still a free country, thank God, and we got the right to go see it. And now I got the time and the people that I want to go see it with. And I can't explain this, but I think it's what we're supposed to do. With the amber waves of grain and the purple mountains, and Mama, what is in Alabaster City anyhow? I want to see one of those before I die.
Any chance we could stop off in Nashville?
Sure. Maybe we can leave you there.
Erasmus, would it be too much of an imposition to ask you to forward our checks?
You just tell me where.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye. Well, what about me?
Well, Nathaniel, we'd like for you to come along. As a matter of fact, I think we're gonna need you. Because we're gonna be keeping an eye out for your daddy. And I was kind of hoping you could help me with the details.
Okay.
Well, let's get this show on the road.
All right.
Erasmus, thank you for everything.
Well, we'll be right. And if you hear from Joe, would you find out where he is? Just tell him to stay put.
Will do. Something happened to you out down the road, didn't it?
I don't think I'm ready to talk about it yet, though.
No need. Just tell me, did it look like my Aunt Georgia?
Just like her. Thanks, Erasmus. For everything.
Don't die on me, Erasmus.
I wouldn't dream of it, Hattie.
Doesn't matter where you sit, back seat, follows the front seat, we're all gonna get there together, and don't ask me where that is. Get in the car, close the door.
Take care.
I'm not promising anything, Daddy. It's just that I ran out of peaches.
God bless him. You still think people can't do a little angel work every once in a while?
I think people like that could put us out of business.
Well, I wouldn't say that exactly, but I don't mind the help.
Where are they going, Tess?
It doesn't matter. God will be there when they get there.
Do you think I should take up jogging, Tess?
Jogging is just walking fast enough to be uncomfortable. Does he look like he's having fun?
Well, he's not jogging, he's running.
That's right. He's running away from something. But he might as well try to outrun his shadow.
Listen.
Oh.
She looks like a little angel.
And she sings like one, too. Present company accepted.
I'm not that bad, am I?
Her name is Melissa.
right now? What's going on?
Melissa's not singing.
Why aren't you singing, Melissa?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No. Liar. I was just listening to the voices.
Now, see, Randy, she was just listening to the voices.
No, not your voices. The other voices.
What other voices?
The ones I hear in my head.
Oh, that's enough now. Quiet. You know, Melissa, I thought you wanted to sing. Until you're ready to join the group, you and your voices may go and sit in the corner. All right, children, once again. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The poor child, she's hearing voices. Can we help her?
Help is on the way, but it may be the wrong kind of help. He may just run them both into trouble. When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time I tell you I'll walk with you. Walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
Doc, but,
Yes?
I'm Monica. The university sent me.
The graduate assistant. But they told me I couldn't have one this year.
Well, maybe somebody finally realized how much you need one.
Adam Latowski. I hope you like children.
Oh, yes, I love them. Little ones and grown-up ones. Does this one belong to you?
That's Katie. I took that last year up at our cabin, or my cabin. Katie's mom and I aren't together anymore.
I'm sorry to hear it.
I'm sorry to say it, but we all have to learn to move on. And that sounds like my 10 o'clock. I hope you're ready to work. Monica? Mrs. Houghton.
Oh, yes, Dr. Latowski.
This is my associate, Monica.
Nice to meet you.
And you. And you.
This is Benjamin. This is Melissa.
Hello, Melissa.
Hi.
I bet you're wondering why you have to come and see a doctor. And you don't even feel sick, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm a different kind of doctor. I can help you feel better about things like your friends or problems you might be having in school. Stuff like that.
But I don't have any problems.
Well, the best part about coming to visit me is the playroom down the hall. Monica.
There's some pretty fun toys in here, don't you think?
Yeah. What are these for?
Hey, those are my toys.
Andrew, what brings you here?
I'm still waiting for orders. But in the meantime, the doctor needs a painter, and apparently you need some backup.
I do?
So I'm told. Melissa, right?
Yeah.
Andrew. Now, Dr. Latowski thinks this wall here is really boring, so he wants me to paint something on it. But I don't know. Do you have any ideas?
Something to make him relax. He seems kind of nervous.
So a relaxing picture.
Yeah.
Okay, let me think about that.
Who is singing to her? Are these the voices of people that she knows, or are they characters from a book?
She won't tell me.
Well, Melissa is 7 years old. Her father is gone a lot on business. She has been the complete center of her mother's world. And then suddenly, a new baby arrives, crying, demanding, and getting everything that he wants. Melissa now has to compete for your attention. So she pretends that she's hearing voices. She can't describe them because she doesn't hear them. But she knows that even talking about them is unusual enough to get your attention. So she does, and it works. Here you are.
So that's all this is?
Well, I wouldn't underestimate sibling rivalry. I mean, in some cases, it can even pose a threat to the baby if the older sibling is angry enough.
Melissa keeps asking if she can be alone with Benjamin.
Absolutely not. Let me meet with her and see what I can determine. But in the meantime, do not leave Melissa alone with the baby. Hi, Andrew.
Hi.
Melissa, are you having fun in here without me?
Yeah.
Can I play too?
We weren't really playing. We were just talking.
Oh, you were?
Well, Melissa has some ideas for Andrew for the wall.
Well, that's very good. Well, let's go with that.
Great. Okay. Well, I have some paint to mix, so I'll be back in about an hour.
Thanks. I can take it from here.
See you later, Melissa.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So, now, if you could paint anything on that wall, what would it be?
Is it my wall or your wall?
Pretend it's your wall at home in your room. What would it look like?
It would have shelves on it.
Okay. What would be on the shelves?
My dolls.
Oh, you have a lot of dolls?
Yeah, about 100.
Oh. Do they ever talk to you? Or sing to you? Whose voice do you hear when you hear voices? Do you think maybe that it's pretend voices that you hear?
No, they're not pretend. It's real.
Nobody will be angry with you if you tell the truth, Melissa.
I am telling the truth. Is that why I'm in trouble? Because of the voices?
No, you're not in any trouble. We're just here to talk.
Don't you ever hear stuff nobody else can?
No! No.
Yes, dear.
Where's Mrs. Pulliam?
Mrs. Pulliam has been promoted to music librarian for the entire school system. It's a very important job, and I'm sure we're all very happy for her. I know she is. And now you have me until your principal is able to find a permanent replacement. Yes, dear.
When Mrs. Pulliam left,
Yes?
did she remember to tell you that Melissa's weird?
I do not accept the word weird as a description for anyone in this class. However, if anyone would like to be described as one who stays after school and cleans the erasers, please identify yourselves now. Uh-huh. All right. Let's do our warm-up. I want to hear the me. Me, 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 me. Just when is this little concert of yours?
In 2 weeks.
That figures. Okay, try it one more time. The me, the me. Me, 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 me.
Wait right here, Chris.
All right, come on.
Looks like a nap time for you. Come on.
What are you looking for here?
Here we go.
A key,
You lay down there.
a code word, something she might say or do
Yeah.
to help me talk my way into her world.
Let's see. Here. Here's
You know she's pretending to hear voices. It might help if we knew who she pretends those voices are.
Oh, you're awake again.
But what if she's not pretending? What if she really hears voices?
then we have a serious problem.
I was wondering if it would be worthwhile observing Melissa interacting with her brother.
And putting her together with the source of her anger isn't the answer.
But she talks to her dolls. Maybe she'd talk to a real one.
They've never left me alone with you before. But I'm glad. We've got lots to talk about. I don't remember being a baby.
Oh, here we go.
Cereal makes crackle sounds, and it talks to you.
This is a waste of time.
I wish you could talk to me. Because I'm starting to forget.
Forget what?
That's the hard part about growing up. They go away. Nobody else in class even hears them anymore.
Oh my God.
That's the only thing I remember about being a baby, Benjamin. And that's what you've got to try and hold on to. Even though you're getting bigger, you have to keep listening, or they go away.
Who?
Sometimes I think I'm the only one who can hear them. But you hear the angels, don't you, Benjamin? Because you're still just a baby.
She didn't just say angels.
Of course.
Of course what?
She hears angels.
Well, she won't when we're finished treating her.
Hold on there. Let's take a breather. I'm Clara. Sit for a minute. It's kind of late for a young lady to be out, isn't it?
I came to see the angels.
You think there are angels here?
Sometimes I can hear them, and this is the tallest place I know, so I figured maybe this is where they sleep.
Don't you know? Angels are there to be awake while you're sleeping.
Sometimes they sing to me.
You hear the angels? That's very unusual.
That's what everybody says. I guess people aren't supposed to hear angels.
No, it's just that it's unusual for someone your age to still hear them. But you hear them, though.
What do you mean?
Well, there are a lot of noisy sounds in the world, and the older you get, the more noise you hear. Grown-up sounds like school bells, telephone bells, televisions, radios.
And the dishwasher, it's really loud.
And the dishwasher, right. All those sounds, and kids forget about angel voices. But you haven't, have you?
That's what I told Benjamin. He's my little brother. He's almost 6 months old.
It's almost time for Benjamin to wake up and have his 2 o'clock feeding. I bet someone's going to notice that you're not in your bed.
Yeah, better be getting back.
Yes. Well, why don't I walk you back just to be safe? Hmm?
Okay. You know, you're the oldest person I've ever met. He knows about the angels.
I bet I'm the oldest person you ever met. Ever.
All right, Melissa. Tell me what you think it looks like. Just be honest.
It's an angel flying.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an angel, too. She's singing. So, why are you showing me all these pictures of angels?
Does it make you feel special to see angels?
Well, I don't usually see them. You were showing them to me.
So at school, in choir, you don't see angels?
No, I just hear them.
Well, how do you know they're angels?
I just know. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure. Tell me more.
You know how you just know something like you know there's God. You just know, right?
Do you?
Sure.
Because of the angels? Did they tell you that God exists?
Nah, everybody knows about God. Don't you?
Well, I'm interested in your ideas, Melissa.
You don't believe in God?
What would that mean to you if I didn't?
Oh, I think that would be very sad.
Melissa, would you ask your mom to come in here for a minute before you go home?
Are you gonna show her the angel pictures?
Well, I'd like to tell her about them, yes.
Okay.
She seems in fine spirits today.
I realize that you're new at this. But you've got to look closer, Monica. This child is in serious trouble.
Because she hears angels? That doesn't seem like serious trouble to me.
Because she truly believes she's hearing them. And her mother informed me today that Melissa started sleepwalking.
Sleepwalking?
Yes. They got up for Benjamin's 2 o'clock feeding, and they found Melissa in the living room wearing her raincoat.
Talking about a woman named Clara.
Clara?
Thank God they found her before she walked outside.
Yes, of course. This Clara, how exactly did she describe her?
She said she was a kind grandmother with a nice, sweet voice who knew all about her angels.
You see, now that everything that she's saying is being questioned, she's making up an ally to support her lying.
Well, what if she isn't lying?
Well, of course she's lying.
Do you remember Van Gogh?
Mm-hmm. What about him?
Oh, seriously disturbed dude. But, whoa, could he handle inspiration? Now, there was an artist.
What is your point?
It just seems a shame. I mean, by the time they're Melissa's age, most kids, they don't hear the choir anymore. But maybe she's going to be a great musician or singer someday. Maybe this is her inspiration. Now, Tess is handling the music part of this, right? Not you.
What is wrong with my voice?
No, nothing. It just seems that if you're going to be a part of this case, then you have something to contribute besides music.
I certainly do. I just wish I knew what it was. It's funny, isn't it? How Melissa is trying so hard to keep hearing something, and Adam is trying so hard to drown something out, but what is it? What is it that he can't bear to listen to?
Maybe he's just a sensitive guy. He always has those earphones on.
Well, he's going to need them today. Children's birthday parties are anything but quiet.
Oh, he's going to a birthday party. Whose?
Katie's.
Katie's?
Katie. Katie was only 7, same age as Melissa. How did it happen?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I expected to be, but then I was pulled off the case at the last minute and somebody else handled it. I'd forgotten about it until you mentioned her name.
Child psychologist whose own child is dead, huh?
There are so many kids who really need his help. And all he wants to do is silence the one little girl who doesn't.
Andrew, have you noticed something funny about these humans? When life is easy, they love everyone, everything is beautiful, and God is good. But when a human's heart gets broken, suddenly the beauty disappears. The laughter of a child brings only pain, and the faith of a child is just a fire to be put out. How can a man with so much sorrow like that help anyone? And how many other children will he treat with his own broken heart?
Monica, I just remembered something. There wasn't an angel with Katie when she died.
Yes?
Melissa's mother just called. She started medication.
Good. Good.
May I speak with you for a moment? I think you're letting the loss of your daughter affect your judgment about Melissa's treatment.
My daughter has nothing to do with my work.
What will be left of this child if you destroy her faith?
She has faith in something that doesn't exist. Children are talked into believing in God and angels. And maybe it doesn't actually hurt them. But sometimes, when you have a child like Melissa who's truly ill, it only makes treatment harder.
I don't believe that Melissa is ill. And I don't believe that anyone talked her into believing in God. As a matter of fact, I believe that children are born with a natural faith in God, and it's adults who talk them out of their faith. Maybe Melissa's one of those remarkable children whose heart won't let go of what she knows, and whose ears can still somehow hear the voices of angels a little longer than the rest of the world.
Don't talk to me about what children can hear.
What do you think?
Get rid of the birds. I don't want birds!
Children! We only have a few days until the concert, and we have a lot of work to do. Places, please. And sopranos, I want nice, big voices today.
Hey, Melissa, wake up. Can you hear me in there? I think I'm hearing your voices, Melissa.
I don't hear voices anymore.
How come?
Maybe I never did.
Come on, let's start our warm-up. Melissa, Randy, come on.
The possible breakthroughs. The voices seem to have abated. With continued counseling and meds, I expect that Katie will no longer be with the angel. No. That, Melissa will no longer be with you. That Melissa will show continued improvement.
I'm sorry, I tried to stop her.
My child doesn't laugh anymore, Doctor. She doesn't play, she doesn't smile.
She's adjusting to the medication. This is expected.
Her pediatrician thinks the medication might be unwarranted.
Yes, perhaps medication isn't the answer.
Monica, you're not qualified to second-guess my treatment.
She's right, the medicine is not working. You should have seen my daughter after school today. She was simply catatonic. Now, I want to take her off that medication.
It's not so simple. This is the process of finding the right dosage to keep her normal.
Normal? This is normal? And you may have taken her angels away, but you have taken her away too.
Just give me a little more time with Katie.
Katie?
I meant Melissa. Melissa needs time.
I know it's a little Van Gogh-y, but I just felt inspired. I just saw the trees, and then the cabin just came to me. I had to paint it.
No! He keeps turning up the volume, but the truth is screaming to be heard.
I was inspired, all right. You know that cabin I was painting? That's where he's going. And I'm afraid of what he's going up there to do.
I'm here at the cabin. Nothing has changed. Nothing and everything.
The door was still unlocked. Of course, why would I have stopped to lock it? I just can't stand the silence.
If all you can hear is silence, then maybe you're not listening hard enough.
Experiencing auditory and visual hallucinations.
You think I'm something in your imagination. You can't begin to imagine what I am, Adam. And the sad thing is, I wish that you could, because that's why God has sent me here. It's time to start imagining how much He loves you.
It appears to be some kind of stress-induced, religious, spiritual manifestation.
I am an angel, and there's nothing you can do that will explain me away. No drug that will make me disappear. And taking your own life, it won't bring her back.
Oh, God. Oh, God. She's gone. All I heard was that sound. Oh, my God. That sound. And she was gone. Tell me what happened. What happened to Katie?
Adam, I'm not here to stop you from taking your own life. That's a decision that only you can make. But I can show you what happened to your daughter. Do you want me to?
The leaves are so pretty. I just used them to decorate the table.
Oh, are you in a marshmallow mood?
Daddy, you have to eat lunch first.
Hey, who's supposed to be the kid? This is going to be one of my super-duper fires.
Listen, birds! Daddy, wait. They're inside the fireplace.
What?
They must have built their nest up there.
Man, you have good ears. I didn't even hear that.
Daddy, you can't light the fire until they leave.
Katie, they could be up there for weeks.
So?
What about my marshmallows?
Daddy, wait right here. Daddy! Daddy! They're like little angels.
Adam, the sounds you've heard this year, the beating of wings, you can let them torment you, or you can let them bring you peace. But you've been looking for reasons instead of peace, and there will never be enough reasons to accept the death of your child. But God will always give you enough peace to live with it.
I could have stopped her. I should have been there.
No, it wasn't your fault. There's nothing you could have done. But there is something you can do now. You see, Adam, children are very precious to God. And no child ever leaves this earth without an angel alongside. God loves you, Adam. And He wants you to know that Katie is safe and happy. But there wasn't an angel with Katie when she died. There was an archangel. You see, angels like me, I work on individual cases, sort of one-on-one. But sometimes something happens, like Katie's death, where all sorts of people's lives are changed because of it, and it needs an archangel to coordinate, you might say. This one, her name was Clara.
Clara. Melissa's dream.
Melissa's friend, and the friend to all those children you couldn't give your best to since Katie died. The truth is, most of them really need your help, and you have the skill to help them. You just lost the heart. And then there is Melissa, who only needed to be believed, and yet belief was the very thing you couldn't give her. Can you give it to her now, Adam?
So this is where you met her?
Mm-hmm. And she was standing right over there. Like that. Hi, Clara.
Hello, Melissa. Monica, nice work.
Thank you.
Katie felt no pain, Adam. At that moment, she saw only beauty. And she has seen only beauty ever since.
I bet Katie hears the angels all the time, huh?
All the time.
I stopped taking medicine, Clara,
I'm glad to hear that.
but I can't hear the angels like I used to.
Well, Melissa, you're not always going to hear the angels, but never stop listening to them. Sometimes you'll hear them in the trees, sometimes in the crickets at dusk, and sometimes you will hear an angel in the sound of hello. So never stop listening. Never forget that you once heard them. And someday, you will hear them again.
Who knows, maybe I will too.
I'm sorry I'm late, but I had something really important to do.
I know, baby, and it's all right. Go on, get up there now.
Did anyone ever tell you? You sing like an angel.
All the time, all the time.
Tis a gift to be simple, 'tis a gift to be free, 'tis a gift to come down where we ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, we'll be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to beg we shall.
Go ahead.
I can't.
That's not what he wants.
Clara, you know, way back when I was in the Angels Choir, my voice was...
Heavenly.
Yes. But down here, it's... Why isn't it as good here?
Because nothing is as good here as it is there. You know that. And when I'm in human form, I don't sing worth a darn either. We have gifts, Monica. Your gift is not music like Tess, and you do not have the gift of eternity that Andrew can bring. Your gift is truth. You speak it, people hear it, and it is the cause of great joy. God has seen your work, and he is pleased. Now go on and do what you want to do.
But I just sound so terrible.
So? He never said, make a beautiful noise unto the Lord. He said, make a joyful noise. All he asks is for your joy so that he may live within it. Now, come on. Celebrate this day with him.
Okay. Joyful, joyful, we adore thee, God of glory, Lord of love. Hearts unfold like flowers before thee, opening to the sun above.
Come on. All right.
Lucas, leave him alone, please, please.
Move!
Come on, leave him alone.
What are you still doing here?
I don't know. Seemed like the place to come back to ask why. Why did it happen? Why couldn't I stop it? Why didn't God?
Hold it right there, Miss Wings. We are not in the business of why.
Tess, you know, maybe I should go back to search and rescue. I was very good at that. Swooping in and pulling the human out of the raging river and dropping him on the shore. Or swooping by and catching the child just as the branch breaks, just as the car passes, just as the fire's about to break through. Or annunciations, you know. I was very happy doing those. Fear not. I bring you good tidings of great, great, great joy.
Oh, baby, there is great joy. Great joy. But God told us there'd be days like this, too. Days when humans behave so badly to one another, it's all an angel can do to keep loving them. But the good news is, that's all we have to do. How long you been a caseworker, baby?
2 years.
2 years. That's like the blink of an eye. Not even that. It's like that itty-bitty little twitch you get just before you think maybe you'll blink your eye. You gotta get a couple of centuries under your belt, Miss Wings, before you can develop a perspective on the human race.
I don't think I could ever understand something like this, Tess. Something so senseless, so random. And I'm beginning to think, you know, maybe I wasn't the right angel for this job. Maybe someone with more experience.
There is random violence in this world, Monica, because the people have a choice. But God has a plan, and there are no random angels.
It was only 2 days ago.
A lifetime ago.
Have you reached a verdict, Madam Forewoman?
No, Your Honor.
Why not?
Because one of our jurors won't make up his mind.
Don't tell me who the problem is. Let me guess. Mr. Hawkins? Mr. Hawkins, open your eyes. Thank you. Would anyone care to remind Mr. Hawkins here who said the price of justice is eternal vigilance?
The price of justice is a good lawyer.
Sooner or later, Mr. Hawkins, you're going to have to make up your mind. Do you want to build things up or tear them down? Court's adjourned. Mr. Hawkins, I need to see you for a minute. Robbie, you checked out the video camera, but you never checked it back in. What's going on?
It's gone, man. It got stolen right out of my locker.
Robbie, the school board is not going to replace that camera. I need it back.
Like I care.
Another satisfied customer. Hey, Phil. You know, I think Robbie Hawkins stole our video camera.
You gonna turn him in?
Oh, I don't know. The kid just breaks my heart.
Wow. You went to a lot of trouble. Red, white, and expensive.
Well, I had a choice. Either spend the weekend with a beautiful girl out on the boat or turn my classroom into a courtroom. It was a no-brainer.
You see? This is why you live alone.
I do not live alone. I live with Allison.
Allison's your dog.
Uh-huh. So what's the point?
My point is, the kids don't care. Why should you?
Come on, Alice.
Andrew, what are you doing around here?
I just finished an assignment. Just took home Mr. Perkins. He's the one in the red house down the street. Actually, the ambulance ought to be here pretty soon now, but...
It's too late.
Yeah. Oh, he is a really, really great guy. He was so excited. He saw the light. He started singing. What about you?
Well, that's my assignment down there. Mike and his dog, Allison.
Now, see, that's a problem with this job. I'd like to have a dog.
Mike's a teacher. He's one of those dedicated teachers who just needs a little encouragement. Keep going. It ought to be a snap.
Take this from the angel of death. Just when things look very, very easy, they can get complicated really fast. I guess that's one thing about this business. You just never know what's around the next corner. I mean, time could be running out, and you wouldn't even know it. What do you say I buy you a Frappuccino?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Lucas, if you're there, answer the phone. I really hope this means you're on your way, because I hate when you leave me hanging like this. My dad slapped me around this morning, and if I can't hang out with you and I can't go home, what am I supposed to do? Wake up. Better not be in jail again. Look, I know you're there. And on your way over, will you pick up some of those donuts? You know, the ones I like, the jelly ones. And you better hurry, because they run out of them at 10. Time's running out.
Time was running out, wasn't it, Tess?
When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time. I tell you, I'll walk with you. Walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
You went here? Must be lousy school. What? Why do you eat that crap anyway?
Calms me down.
You want to calm down? Take one of these.
I don't know, you think I ought to mix it with a jelly donut?
Just do it.
I was thinking about our tattoos.
What about 'em?
Maybe we should do it today.
All right, now, Mr. Hawkins, you've had 24 hours to deliberate. Are you ready to take a stand and cast your vote? Are you undecided or just unconscious? Well, ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is a hung jury.
That means I'm innocent.
It means that there's been a lot of time and expense wasted, and we have to start over, except we can't because we have to move on to the electoral process. While we're on the subject of wasted expense, please take note of the new video camera. This one is mine because I bought it with my own money to replace the one that was stolen. So I'd like you all to please try to hold on to this one, okay? Now, this particular model loads differently than the old one. You have to take the tape.
Mr. O'Connor, that's my tape.
I know, just sit down.
No, but really.
Candace, please, have a seat.
Hello.
Come in?
Mr. O'Connor, is it?
Yes.
I'm Monica, the student teacher.
The what? Hang on, class. Everybody be quiet for a minute. Hi. Listen, I told them I couldn't do the mentor program anymore, so this has got to be a mistake.
Oh, I don't think so. They were very sure.
Yeah, well, they're always very sure, but usually they're very wrong. All right, this isn't your fault. I'm sorry. Listen, come on. What's your name again?
Monica.
Hi, I'm Mike. Class, listen up. This is Monica. She will be student teaching. Try to find your best behavior and then improve on it. We were just talking about how this camera works, which we will do tomorrow. For homework tonight, answer the essay questions at the end of chapter 3. Mr. Hawkins, you and I are not through talking.
Yeah, whatever.
You see what we have to look forward to?
Mr. O'Connor, my tape?
Oh, yeah, sure. Sorry. Here you go.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Had it right in his hand.
I could not breathe. I was just waiting for him to press that play button and it would all be over with.
That was close. How to train your dog in 21 days?
Yeah, nobody has any respect for school property anymore. I'm almost afraid to look at this tape. The kids sure didn't want me to see it.
You sound a bit down in the dumps.
Oh, no. I have to look up to see the dumps. I've about had it with this yeah-whatever generation.
You seem to be doing just fine. And you look awfully good in this costume.
Oh, the robe. I forgot. I have to get this back to the drama department. Yeah, hang on a sec. Oh, no, the zipper's stuck. Nothing seems to work around here.
Here, let me.
Mr. O'Connor?
Thank you, Denise. Keep moving. No, I'll do it. It's just... Oh, fine. Look, my favorite shirt. It's perfect.
By coincidence, it's my favorite shirt, too.
Are you kidding me? You just happen to be walking around with a bowling shirt in your bag?
Well, they're so fun and colorful. I hear people wear them to play games in alleys.
It even says Barney.
But don't they all say Barney?
Look, Monica, I think you're really a nice person, and I would like to help, but to tell you the truth, I wish they'd assigned you to somebody else.
Mike, I was assigned to you not for what you can teach, but for what you can learn.
Yeah, well, I think I've learned just about all I can learn. Because the fact of the matter is, tomorrow will be my 20th year as a teacher. But although it's not public knowledge yet, it's going to be my last semester. Because I quit.
You should have gotten something smaller for your first tattoo. Just need to get one of those wimpy dolphins. I hate those. Hey. Stop picking at that.
It hurts. You didn't tell me it was gonna hurt like this.
What did you think it was gonna feel like? They stick on needles in your flesh. Hey, you dumb Danielle.
Oh, yeah? Well, Lucas only has 5 letters.
Ow.
I know you love me.
What do you want to do?
Eat.
Big surprise. You got any money?
You know I don't. I spend it all on tattoos.
Man, you're gonna keep me working till the day I die, woman.
Hey, give me some cream or ointment or something. Something for the sting. Right?
Yeah. Hey, where's the beer at?
Right over there.
Don't look at me. Give me the money. All right. Why'd you look at me, old man? Why'd you do that? No! Go! you stupid. You looked right at me. So.
You know, if you kill somebody and I'm with you, then that means that I kill him too.
Just shut it. Just eat another donut or something. I gotta think.
You know, I really hate it when you do this. Do you see any glass in this?
No. We gotta get a new car. There's a car. See that guy in the bowling shirt? Yeah, he's got a car. My dad wore bowling shirts. I hated my dad. Get in the car.
Here, just take
I
it.
said get in the car.
Look, you don't want to do this.
Dead or alive, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Move.
What just happened here?
Life just happened, baby. Somebody walked up and changed everything.
But it isn't supposed to be like this.
No, it isn't. But a lot of things in this world are not supposed to go on, but they do.
So what happens now?
I don't know, but you better be there when it does.
How about I just give you my wallet and my watch? You can take the car.
I didn't say talk. I said drive.
What do you need me for?
Just keep driving or I'll pull the trigger, man.
He's not kidding, mister. He's had a real bad day so far.
Do you want to die? Is that the idea? Hey, no screwing around.
Keep driving, Mike. You're not seeing things. I really am here. The reason that you can see and hear me while they can't is that I am an angel. I was sent by God.
You're crazy. Do not insult the guy with the gun, man. Do not.
What's happening? What's gonna happen to me?
Thinking too far ahead will just give you one major headache, all right?
I don't know what's gonna happen, but I won't leave you. I promise.
What do I do now?
Just take us home. Man, this place is a dump. Where do you keep the cash?
I told you I don't have much, but I do keep some in a jar on the shelf over there. I'll show you.
Sit down! Sit down!
You must be very careful, Mike.
Hey, look what I found. Ointment and a few other interesting RXs.
You shouldn't take those on an empty...
All right, grab the CDs. Arnie's giving us $5 a pop for those.
I'm sorry, I don't have any CDs.
This is great. Stereo's garbage and the VCR too. Where is the good stuff?
Hey, what's this?
Buy time.
It's my boat. It was my father's.
Where is it?
Lake Washington.
Hey, Lucas, can I have the dog?
No, you don't want a dog.
Yeah, I do. You get the boat, so I should get the dog.
All right. We'll take the dog. We'll take the dog.
Oh, she's the sweetest.
Okay,
Yes, you
okay,
are.
let's go. Let's go. I've been needing a boat. Didn't I just say that the other day? Shut that dog. All right, we're gonna get that boat, take it clear across the lake, make a quick sail, get some bus tickets, and get lost.
Seems to me they're lost already.
Seems to me you're lost already.
Oh, that's powerful. Powerful.
They're not stupid people, so why are they doing something so stupid?
You know, you're not stupid people, but what you're doing is stupid.
Lucas thinks I'm stupid. But he doesn't really mean it, do you, honey?
Yeah, I do.
Look at her, Mike. Look at her.
Who are you looking at?
Danielle,
Yeah?
weren't you in my class about 3 years ago? Civics, 4th period? Miss Dawson.
Oh, that's really good. Mr.
O'Connor, Mike O'Connor, Civics.
Hi, Mr. Connor.
Shut up, Danielle.
Yeah, I remember you. You were real nice.
You were a good student. What happened to you?
Excuse me. Hello?
This is my old teacher, Lucas.
Oh, man. This day is just not working out. Man, did you see how this thing zooms?
How much that thing cost you, man?
He got the 5-finger discount.
All right,
Yeah.
Woo! Hey, man, isn't that Mr. O'Connor's car up ahead of us?
Yo, man, that's not funny.
Hey, man, it is.
Hey, Mr. O'Connor! Get things down!
Danielle, you were there for 6 months, and all of a sudden you're gone.
I dropped out.
Why? You could be a senior right now, and then you could graduate.
Graduate and be what? A loser in a polo shirt? Crummy apartment, crummy stereo, no CDs?
He has a boat.
Oh, I have a boat. He has a squat.
Don't give up.
I can't believe you would do something like this, Danielle. You've got so much going for you.
Shut up. He doesn't remember you, Danielle. He's lying.
No, he's not. I have a lot going for me. Had. Maybe I still do.
Of course you do. It's never too late. Remember that time in the assembly? You stood up in front of all...
Shut up!
Yeah, I remember. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation. They won't be judged by the color of their skin, but by their character.
What is that garbage you're spewing out of your stupid brain now, Danielle?
That's Martin Luther King's speech. I was the first one in Mr. O'Connor's class to memorize it. And he gave me this little glass pencil holder. And it was sort of engraved, and it said,
O'Connor's
All-Stars, yeah! I was an all-star, Lucas.
I don't remember seeing any glass piece of crap.
Got broke.
Yeah, probably over your head by your daddy.
Keep her talking, Mike.
I remember you were under a lot of pressure at home, Danielle.
We're all under a lot of pressure at home, Barney.
Danielle, don't do this thing to me, please. I mean, the longer you keep me out here, the worse it gets for me. This is...
Shut up! Okay, just shut up!
Right.
Okay, just pull over. Just pull over.
Calm down.
Give me the keys. Keys. Get out of the car. Get out of the car!
All right, just relax.
Get in the trunk.
Oh, come on, please. You don't mean...
In the trunk!
Just relax, okay?
What are you doing?
Shut it.
God, Lucas, you have to do that.
What's it to you?
Nothing. He's a nice guy. I don't want to hurt him.
Oh, yeah? Well, you won't have to. I will. Danielle, get in the car! Danielle! Come on!
Oh, Andrew, no.
You better catch up. I'll be seeing you later.
No way! And why did you have to take the dog?
Because I have never had a dog before, and I really want a dog.
Between you knowing the guy and the dog, I've had it up to here, all right?
Fine. Just let me out, and I'll get out.
No! No, you're not going anywhere. And he's staying in the trunk.
Okay, we can do this. Just hold on. Come on. You can do this, O'Connor. God. Oh, please, God, help me. Help, dear God.
Shut up in there, I'll kill you right now!
Lucas, leave him alone.
Get back in the car, Danielle, now!
Hey, my did, Lucas. My dog ran away, and I never even knew her name.
Alice.
I'm going to get my dog.
No, you're not. You're staying here.
You can't make me.
Danielle! Where's that gun?
Mike?
Monica, is that you?
Yes, I'm here, Mike.
Oh, thank God. Open this up and get me out of here.
Just take a second or two. Hold on. I don't understand.
Wait. You said you were an angel and you can't open up the trunk?
I don't know. It's supposed to. I think it's supposed to.
Oh, God.
Maybe he left the keys. Hold on. Lord. What's happening?
Hey. Dog. Dog.
I don't know why I can't help him, Danielle. But you can. Why don't you?
Mr. O'Connor, I wish I could help you. You were the only man who was ever really decent to me. But you know, Lucas, I can't say no to that guy. He's not so bad. I mean, he doesn't hit me or anything. He got me out of a really bad situation. I just don't know what I would do without him.
Why me, Danielle? Why did you two choose me?
He didn't like your shirt.
Mike, I'm still here.
Yeah, so am I.
I'm praying for you, Mike.
Great. That's great. Well, guess what? It's not working. What kind of an angel are you?
I'm not really sure right now.
Maybe the angel of death.
No. I don't see him anywhere. That's a good sign.
Oh. Is it morning yet?
Almost.
20 years ago today, I taught my first class. I wonder just how many of my former students I've inspired to become murderers and dope addicts.
Oh, Mike.
Maybe this is a sign to just give it up.
No, Mike.
And the lights are going out, folks.
What about your camera? Do you have batteries for the video camera?
A miracle. God has sent an angel to help me find batteries. Praise God. What's this?
Give me the mic. Something on? Okay. Hi, Mr. O'Connor. Happy anniversary.
This thing isn't supposed to have sound.
There are a lot of things going on that aren't supposed to happen, Mike. That's the mysterious tape. You know, the one you weren't supposed to see? Except I think you're supposed to see it now.
Wait.
So, we heard you've been teaching for a while and stuff. So we decided that we'd make you this tape.
I just want you to know, Mr. O'Connor, out of all the teachers I've ever had, you're my favorite. For third period.
I didn't used to like history, but I really do now because you have made this class so fun. Even though you worked really hard and we gave you problems sometimes, you're the greatest.
Come on, Robbie, say something.
Why don't you just quit while you ahead?
Oh, Robbie.
Mr. O'Connor, this isn't turning out the way I wanted, but I hope you know we really love you. And I just wanted to say, you know that Martin Luther King speech you're always trying to get us to memorize, I have a dream? Well, you gave us all dreams because you cared about us. And we'll never forget you. Happy 20th anniversary, and here's to 20 more.
Yeah!
I heard it, Mike. It's a miracle.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm gonna die. This is God's way of telling me that I did okay, but it's over.
I don't believe that, Mike. Maybe it's his way of saying that whatever happens, he's with you. And so am I. You know, before all of this happened, I was sent here to remind you that God loves you, that he made you a wonderful teacher, that your children need you and that you shouldn't give up. Well, I think that God wants you to hear that more than ever now.
He can hear me?
Yes, he can.
Our Father, who art dear God, I'm so scared. I'm so terrified. I want to live. But for the first time in my life, I know why I want to live. For my kids. But if I don't, then thank you. Thank you for my life.
Danielle!
What time is it?
Idiot! You got lost out there. There's no boats out there, pal. There's no boats. What do you think I am, stupid? Come on. All right.
Lucas, leave him alone, please, please.
Come on. Move. Come on.
Please, I'm begging. Come on. Leave him alone.
You didn't have to shoot him, Lucas. You didn't have to shoot him at all. We got everything we wanted.
I swear you got no brainwaves circulating up there.
I'm not stupid. Stop calling me stupid.
You are! You think he would just let us get away, Danielle? He knew you. He knew you were.
Yeah, he did. He knew me.
Hey, hey, hey! Just stop it! Just calm down, all right? Just stop it!
Step out of the car, please. Both of you.
Is something wrong, officer?
You been drinking?
No, sir.
You were all over the road back there.
Just fooling around. Nobody else on the road. You know how it is.
No, I don't know how it is. You mind opening the trunk for me?
No problem.
Look, Daniel, look. What do you see?
Oh, God, he shot us. He shot us, Lucas.
Shut up, Danielle.
Who shot who?
He shot us shooting him. I didn't shoot him. Lucas shot him. He was my teacher. Oh my God, he was my teacher. Look out, he has a gun!
Freeze! Don't move! On the ground now! On your knees!
How could this be right, Andrew?
It's not right.
But what good is it being an angel? How can we help if we can't even stop something like this?
Sometimes we do.
But sometimes we don't. It doesn't make sense.
It does to God.
I couldn't even get him out of the trunk of the car. Now it's too late.
Even angels need words of encouragement sometimes.
I don't think words can help right now.
Sometimes that's all we have to give, baby. Words of hope, words that give life, words that sustain life.
I don't know those words, Tess.
Oh, yes, you do. Who knows? Maybe you were sent here to be his angel because this would happen. Do you realize there's nobody else to pray for this man? No one else even knows he's missing. You're the only one who knows he's in trouble. This is a time a man needs an angel most of all. To pray for him, to fight for him.
But
it's not our job to stop people from doing what they will. But God has a will too, Monica. And he wants you to use your gift. Use your words. If you want to help this man, now is the time to gather all the words you can find.
Please, Lucas, I'm begging you, for the love of God, don't do this.
No, Lucas, baby, no, come on, let's...
He dies. I got you on videotape committing a murder.
Are you so stupid to think you won't go to the electric chair for this?
You're so smart. You fine.
Danielle, what exit number did you take?
I don't know. I didn't see. We turned left. We turned right.
Danielle, there are at least 30 exits off that highway going east. It would take us days to search them all. We got maybe hours if we're going to save him. I need that exit number.
I don't know. I don't remember. I was so high. I don't remember. Oh, God. God, please. Please let Mr. O'Connor be okay. Please.
I want you to know that there's nothing to be afraid of. On one side, there's life. And on the other, there's life too. But I want you to hang on, Michael. There are a lot of people counting on you. You even got some non-people counting on you. Yeah, I know.
Where's Mr. O'Connor?
We heard that they found his car.
Is he gonna be all right?
The police have no idea where Mr. O'Connor is, but finding him is very, very important. So if any of you have seen him since 3 o'clock yesterday, please come forward and speak with the police officers.
Grab him and saw him yesterday.
No, we didn't.
Robbie, look, it might be on that tape, man.
If I tell him I got him on tape, I gotta explain how I got the camera. And I ain't catch no heat on no might be.
What do you think?
Well, I think you're going to need this and a few choice words.
Thanks.
What do you want?
The question is, Robbie, what do you want?
What are you talking about?
Do you want to do the right thing? Or do you want to turn your back on someone who needs your help?
What do you know, huh? He ain't never gave me anything but a hard time.
Do you know what this is? Mr. O'Connor filled out this report on the stolen camera. Look here, where it says last person in possession of missing equipment.
Michael O'Connor? But
he knew you'd stolen it. Yes, he did. But that's the kind of man he is. He wanted to give you a chance to do the right thing. Now he needs a chance.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop protecting yourself, Robbie. If there's something on that tape that can help Mike O'Connor, then you walk over to that policeman. You hand him the camera that you stole, and you tell him to watch the tape. Take a stand. Take the consequences. Save your friend.
But he's not my friend.
Really? He was ready to take the heat for you. Why don't you take the heat for him now?
You know you got away with words, lady?
Out of all the teachers that I've ever had, Mr. O'Connor, you're my favorite one that I've ever had.
Even though we cracked up sometimes.
Yeah.
You're the greatest.
Word.
But I hope you know we really love you. Happy 20th anniversary, and here's 20 more.
Yeah!
Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary!
Volunteers, remember, we're covering everything east of exit 34. And stay in your lines. Mike, are you out there? No, Mr. O'Connor! Mike O'Connor! Over here! This is Dawn!
He's still alive, thanks to you.
Will he be okay?
Well, he's lost a lot of blood, and the next few hours will be crucial, but...
Excuse me.
But he's going to be just fine.
I heard they stuck him in a trunk. And they shot him and dumped him in the woods. I mean, he must have been so afraid. Man, it's a miracle he held on. Lying in the woods. Dying all alone like that.
He wasn't alone, Robbie. He was never alone.
Hey, he's awake! gonna be all right.
Tess, I think I finally figured it all
I
out.
knew you would, Miss Wings. He will never leave us or forsake us.
He will never what you knew all along. He will never leave us nor forsake us.
Not now or ever.
And he's never going to leave Mike, nor Robbie, nor Lucas, nor Danielle.
And you're never going to drive this car now or ever. I'll take these keys.
Oh, I could have told you that was going to happen.
But Tess, I have one more question. What about Mike's dog?
Now, God will take care of Mike. Mike will take care of his dog. And there will be no dog hair, no dog bones, no dog poop in this car ever.